This is going to be another one of those videos that's not very normal for my channel, but I had so many people asking me to film this, and so this is going to be like a DIY type video. It's not spooky. The other day on my hunt for toilet paper, which by the way, I still haven't found toilet paper, I had to resort to getting little packets of Kleenex because the store doesn't even have normal boxes of Kleenex anymore. So I had to get these little packets of Kleenex just so I can wipe my ass. Also, really quick, we're in my office and I have to lock my cats out of here. This is like the only place that they are not allowed in. And for this little project that I'm about to do, they can't be in here because they get in the way and they bite things and they chew on things, and I can't have them in here. And so if you see Rumble's little paw just sticking under the door. Dude, they, for some reason, just hate when I'm in here. Like, they want to be with me so bad, but then as soon as I leave, they're like, I don't give a fuck. And so you're probably gonna see their little paws peeking through and hear them clawing or meowing or whatever, and it's really sad. I'm probably gonna have to stop filming every once in a while to hang out with them, but I can't let them in here. I'm so sorry. But like I was saying, I was on the hunt for toilet paper, and a lot of people told me to go to the dollar store, so I went to the dollar store that's right by my house, and when I walked in, I saw that they had like a million fucking flowers, and it's like, they're cheap and they look cheap, but they're $1. And I got inspired, and so I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought a board like this, and I made myself, I don't really know what it's called, I keep calling it like a flower panel, but I don't know if there's like an actual word for it, but I made this flower thing. I'll show you right now. This took me a couple of hours. I think it probably took me maybe 2, almost 3 in total. I bought almost all of the flowers from the dollar store. The only ones that I got from Hobby Lobby were like these super light pink ones and then the little white ones that are in between. I put it in my bedroom. It took me a couple hours to make it, but I was so proud of it, and I posted it on Twitter and I posted it on Instagram, and I was like, look how fucking cool this is. And so I had a million people asking how I did it and if I was making a video about it, which I didn't film it because it was very impulsive. And so I'm making another one today for my friend Izzy because I sent her a picture of it and she was like, will you please make one for my room? So I'm gonna make Izzy one today. I went to the dollar store and I went to Hobby Lobby and I got a bunch of flowers. I got a bunch of shit. Her room is very neutral. It's like black, white, and gray, she said. And so I didn't want to do like black and gray flowers because that would be boring. So I found some gray that I can put in there. But for the most part, I'm gonna be sticking with pinks, like different shades of pink. These, okay, well, they're not gonna come out. I thought this was gonna be way cooler. I also am gonna make something for myself, but we'll talk about that later. I bought a lot of flowers. Yeehaw! So as you can see, I bought a bunch of different pinks and stuff. The dollar store people fucking hate me because they were like scanning each of them individually and they were like, fuck you. And so honestly, I keep dropping them. I just went through and I picked out a bunch of colors that I think would look really pretty together. And so they're all obviously just different shades of pink. And then I got a couple that are like this darker fuchsia color because I thought it would be pretty as like another pop of color in it. For mine, I did red, and then I also had this color in there too, but it blends in really nicely with the red, and so it's like they contrast a little bit, but whatever. So this is our inspiration for today, all of these flowers. And then I also had to get 2 from Hobby Lobby just because I wanted there to be some sort of gray in there, and they don't have really many choices for gray. They don't have anything for black. I was gonna buy these like really fucking ugly ones that I found that were black just because I felt like I needed something, but I got to the checkout and I was like, I can't put these in there. And so I got these, and I'm just gonna spread them in between the flowers just so there's like a pop of gray. So it matches her room. These were obviously more expensive because they were from Hobby Lobby. The rest of them were obviously just $1 each. I bought 15 of the dollar store ones, which I think for mine I only bought like 12 or 13, and it was like the perfect amount. But I got more for her because on the sides of mine I only did leaves and I wanted to have extra flowers just in case. The gray one was $8.99. This one was $20. And the reason I got this one is because I bought one for myself and I liked these leaves because I'll use a lot of the leaves from the dollar store ones. I feel like in certain spaces these leaves just look better, and so I don't know, I spent $20 on this bitch. They always have coupons though. If you look up Hobby Lobby coupon, they always have a 40% off coupon, or a lot of the times the flowers are on sale. And so I used a coupon on this one, so it was only like $12. And so I will use like pretty much all of this bitch. Then I bought floral pins. Well, I bought my styrofoam. I get the styrofoam at Hobby Lobby. They have some at the dollar store, but they're all really small. So I got this big bowl store. And then these are just floral pins at Hobby Lobby. They're right next to the styrofoam. I got a big old bag because last time I got a small bag and I ran out and I was having to literally use like little pins that I could find around my apartment. Like in my fucking toolkit and shit. I'm like, well, hopefully I don't need these later. And then I got a wall mount. I don't know where it went. It's probably buried in the mess somewhere. But I just use like picture hanging wall mounts, you know? And then you can dead ass just like shove the styrofoam onto it and it'll stay because it's styrofoam. Oh, they're right here. Picture hangers with nails. This is what I'm gonna give to Izzy so she can hang it up. We're gonna get started. For the most part, this is probably just gonna be like a speed through. I cannot talk you through every single thing that I do because I'm gonna be placing flowers for probably the next 2 hours. But I'll show you some stuff. Like, it's not just gonna be me being like, look, put flowers on a board, there you go. So you will see a little bit. I'll explain at the beginning what I'm doing, and then we're just gonna speed it up. Speed that bitch up. And if I sit here in silence for the next 2 hours, I'm going to be bored out of my mind. So I'm gonna watch House. Can you see what I'm doing? Hello everyone, welcome to my yoga class. All right, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna separate all my flowers so that they're all in different piles but they're same color. This is weird. I don't like that you can't see my face. I didn't do this when I was making mine, and so I was running out of colors without even realizing it, and so I had to correct a lot of my mistakes. And so I'm just gonna separate them now. There are ones like this, like these ones I only got one of each because I just want them to be like cute little pops of like a different color. Whereas most of them are just like pink. And I almost forgot that I literally have to open this. These literally just pop right off, and then this actually sticks in pretty well on its own, so you don't have to use a flower pin for it unless you're like really terrified they're all gonna fall out. I didn't use any flower pins for any of my flowers. You literally can just stick it in, and then it's styrofoam, so if like you mess up, you don't like where the placement is, you could just pull it out. Rumble, please stop scratching my carpet. So I'm gonna put this bitch right here. And that is the first flower, y'all. Just take them, pop them off, like I said. And I don't know, I just start placing all the different colors that I have around each other, and I see what I like next to each other. This is honestly just preference at this point. These 3 flowers, well actually like these 4 flowers will repeat pretty much throughout the whole thing. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these 4 down, and then I'm gonna take one of my onesie flowers, the ones that I just want popping every once in a while, and I'm gonna find a place to put that one. I think I like it right here. This one I don't think will stick in very well, so we're gonna get our handy dandy little flower pins. I don't know if this is gonna focus or if you're really gonna be able to tell what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna take the pin, and there's a little hole in the bottom. It goes all the way through because obviously this was like going through a stem. I can't find the fucking hole. So it'll be just like that. I put it through the little stem hole, and then the other one I just put through the petals. And so this one's pushed a little bit further away from these, so I'm gonna put leaves right here in this little crevice. You can literally just pull the leaves off as well, and all the leaves you're gonna need these floral pins to stick them in. And so this is where the little flowers are gonna come in handy, the $20 ones that I got at Hobby Lobby. The leaves were bugging me because there's like just such a weird gap in there, and so I've been taking the really small ones and just sticking them in the middle of the leaves. So I'm gonna take this little boy and we're just gonna poke him right in there. I'm gonna fix it. I was holding it up so it was hard to do it, but you get the gist. A lot of it is just playing around with the different flowers and seeing where you want to position them or how you want to position them. I'm really anal about this kind of stuff, and so if it looks even a little bit off, I usually just start fucking with it again, and I hate myself for it. It's like I'll barely move it over and I'm like, oh yeah, that's much better. And I don't think I like this one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna throw that one to the side for now because it's just pissing me off. Can you really tell what I'm doing? Like, honestly. I have a bunch of random leaves like this too from plants just around my house, so I'm probably just gonna throw some of these in here too. Okay, I needed to get a decent start on this because I was getting really frustrated with myself. And so this is what I have going on right now. And then I'm basically just gonna keep adding from here. And so I think like this one, this one, this one are all supposed to be pops, and then I added the gray right there. I'll probably end up moving things around again, but at least I have a start. I don't think I like this one in the bunch. I'm gonna leave it for now, but I think the color is throwing me off a little bit, and I don't know why. I'm also noticing that I have to use pins on almost every single flower. I don't know why I didn't have to use them on mine as much, but I cannot get these bitches to stick in. Okay, I made some progress on it. I ended up taking out these purple ones. I don't know, every time I looked at it, they were just pissing me off. And then I also took out the gray because it just threw it off for me. I just feel like it takes away from like how pretty it is. I don't know, I feel like it cheapens it. And so I'm gonna keep going with what I have now, and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, it's been so fucking long and I finally finished the front side of the board. This took me way longer than mine. I don't know why. I think because it's for somebody else, I want it to be as perfect as it can possibly be. So this is the front, and I ran out of flowers. And I don't know how that happened. Probably because I didn't use any of these purple ones and I ended up not using any of the grays. But I think I'm gonna try to put gray on the outside. I'm gonna see how it looks. But I'm gonna do it similar to mine. And so I'm gonna do the edges just leaves for the most part. And then I will use whatever I have left of the white flowers on here, but I used a majority of them. Anywhere where there's like the tiniest gap, if you can even see through it a little bit, I put the super small ones in there so that it has a little bit of color that pops out. If you have some gaps though, I mean honestly, you can't really tell because the styrofoam is green. If you've got one that's white or a different color, whatever, then it might be a different story. But looking at this right now, I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to do the outside. I just try to mix together a bunch of different leaves so that it looks better. And so I'll do some of these mixed with the darker ones because the dollar store, like some of the stems are dark, some of them are light, which I actually really like. And then I'll take a bunch of these, and then whatever I have from all of my stuff yesterday, because I have a bunch of leaves still, I'm just gonna go around and pin them down until they look normal. I don't think I'm gonna film this part. It's just me sticking leaves into a board. You really just have to keep doing it until you like it. I pull things out and put things back in a million times until it sits just right. It's all about preference. So I'm gonna go do the leaves. Okay, this is the beginning to the side of it. I added the purple to the bottom and I feel like it actually looks pretty good, and then I've been able to get away with the gray for now. And so all of the edges will pretty much look like this. I feel like it looks really good. And I really like the pop of gray at the bottom. I just think it looked weird mixed in on the top, but at least this will make it match her room. Her room's neutral, so anything would match it, but I'm glad that I could have added the gray. Keep going, this is taking so long. All right, update 752. I finished this whole side and I finished this side and I'm dying. The fucking sun is going down. I started filming this at like 2. I don't even know what time it is. I just try to blend the leaves the best that I can. It gets kind of hard sometimes because when you're pushing in all the leaves, the pins show. And so it's really just about like pulling the leaves in different directions and trying to hide as much of the pin as you can. There are some parts where you can see it, like I have the little gray flowers, but honestly, as long as it's not on the front, I think she'll be okay. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I'm officially done, and I used almost every single leaf from the flowers I bought today and the flowers that I used for mine. I don't know, I guess I just used more on her edges. I didn't really fill my edges that much because I knew that it would be hanging and you wouldn't be able to tell. But here's the final product. I'm so fucking happy with it, and I was so nervous at the beginning. Here are the edges of it. I think, did something just fall off? Things might fall off, that's fine. And I used all the flowers, every single one. So I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna show her it. And then I think I'm gonna go back to the dollar store because I wanted to make something for myself too, which I'm not gonna record. But in my bathroom, I have this thing over my toilet and it has shelves on it, so it's like storage. And for so long, I haven't known how to decorate it because I just want it to be cute. And so I bought this, and I'm gonna go get flowers and I'm just gonna fill this up so I can set it down on a tray just to add some color to my bathroom. And so I'm gonna go back to the dollar store and see what I can find. But other than that, I mean, I'm done, and I got a lot of pins left. I'm very happy with it. It's so fucking pretty. It's so pretty. And now I'm like jealous because I'm like, I kind of want it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was different. I don't even know what this video is going to be, honestly. I'm going to show Izzy her little flower panel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I ended up going back to the dollar store and I got a couple more flowers and I made this. It was originally supposed to be on the like actual shelf thing, but it didn't fit. It was too big. And so I just hung it up above it and I was like, yeah, that's fine.